Poor fuel mileage, lack of acceleration, and engine sputter are all symptoms of worn or failing spark plugs. In this episode of Been There, Fix That, I'm going to show you how to save upwards of $120 in shop fees just by changing your own spark plugs.
Spark plug technology has advanced a lot over the years due to emission standards and engine design, so ask your auto parts store what the best plugs are for your car.
Now, finding the spark plugs is generally easy. All you're going to need to do is find the wires at the top of the engine, the thick black ones, and follow them all the way to the plugs. Now, the most important part of changing spark plugs is removing and replacing one at a time. Sometimes the plug wires are going to be on a little tight, so the best way to do it is to twist back and forth and pull up firmly.
You will need a spark plug wrench and an extension for this job. Both tools can be picked up at any auto parts store. And remember, only remove one wire at a time when you start. And the old plugs may be a little difficult to untighten at first, but once you get it started, it should come out pretty easy. You can tell a lot about the condition of an engine just by looking at the spark plug. This is a properly worn plug ready for removal. If your plugs have any oil residue, extreme carbon buildup, melting, or physical damage, you may want to have the car looked at by a mechanic.
Depending on your car and the type of spark plugs you buy, you may have to gap the end of the spark plug.
A spark plug gapper like this one is available at any auto parts store. In most cases, if you ask the store clerk, they'll gap the plugs for you. But if you want to do it yourself, ask the clerk for the proper gap space and simply bend the ground prong to the proper width. Now you're ready to replace the spark plugs. It's extremely important not to cross-thread the plugs, so always hand tighten the plugs first, then tighten with a wrench. This prevents any accidents of putting in the plugs crooked and stripping the threads.
Well, now all you have to do is reattach the spark plug wire, and then repeat the steps until all your spark plugs are replaced. This has been John Bartel with Been There, Fix That. We'll see you next time.